Welcome to my video about our April 2022 walk on the Camino de Santiago from Sarria to Santiago. In this video, we walk from Arzua to O Pedrouzo and beyond to Almanal. We take the time to remember loved ones who recently passed away, and I share my personal story, which is quite a miracle. This is the early morning view from our window at Pazo Santa Maria. The hotel van shuttled us to downtown Arzua to start our walk.
I used to love going out in nature with my dad, and this just reminds me of it, and there's a stream, and so I miss him very much.
A tradition on the Camino is to leave a rock in a special place in memory of a loved one. Laurie chose this special place to honor her dad. Laurie grew up in upstate New York, and I grew up in San Francisco in the heart of the city, so our playground was concrete.
And this brings me back to my childhood of kind of rolling hills and some pastures and these trees that lose their leaves before seasons. I really miss it. It's really nice.
This is called the Wall of Wisdom, and it appears in almost every video I've seen about this stage of the Camino.
Se llaman apellido Vitorino, y la música de bandera de Maizazo. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para darle alegría y cosa buena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para darle alegría y cosa buena.
This is Poric from Ireland. He stayed at the same hotel as us the night before, and we met him when we were having dinner.
I don't really know. My cousin did it years ago. I've just been drawn to it. So, but nothing in particular. But just the time alone, I suppose.
And do you have one tip for people who are going to do it?
Buy waterproof socks.
Exactly. This is Tia Dolores, the famous beer bottle bar on the way to O Pedrouzo. The tradition is to write your name on your beer bottle and place it in a spot there before continuing on your journey.
I think this must be shoes that were left behind. Probably blister-causing shoes.
So I think I'll share my personal story right now. And as I do it, I'll show the countryside. In September of 2020, I had a massive heart attack. It was so bad that my heart stopped 3 times in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. And what was worse, Laurie was following the ambulance, and they had to pull over to the side of the road to try to revive me. She watched the whole thing. I spent 26 days in the hospital recovering, and a lot of time in outpatient cardiac rehab, getting my strength back. And while I was in the hospital, my cardiologist discovered that I had a problem with my mitral valve. It's a heart valve, and that I needed to have it repaired. So in June 2021, I had robotic mitral valve repair surgery that was successful. And then I had to recover all over again. Since then, we've been planning this trip. We were actually planning this trip 2.5 years ago, but it was canceled because of COVID. And I've been training every day, walking 6 to 10 miles. So, actually, this is beautiful wisteria. So I feel good. I'm not hurting at all. No sore muscles. So I'm happy to be back on the Camino. This is actually my 3rd time that I've walked parts of the Camino. And I did this same stretch in 2018. And this is Lori's first time. And so here we are, getting close to Santiago. We get there tomorrow. That's my story. And I'm glad I recovered. I have a second chance on life. I'm gonna stop for lunch now.
We just had lunch and it was a beautiful view of the valley, and we had these kind of like crispy, almost fried vegan burgers that looked like it was made with broccoli and I think edamame. It was really, really good, and my hip feels good just from resting, and lamb's wool for blisters is amazing. My toes are doing great, so we're feeling good. We've got the second half to go and we're doing good.
And the rooster just thanked Lori for not having a chicken sandwich for lunch.
You're very welcome. And fresh orange juice. The oranges here are so delicious, and the owner of this last restaurant said that most of the oranges come from either Africa or Portugal, and they're just full of flavor.
This is a peaceful place with a shrine to a pilgrim who passed away. So I put a stone here for my brother. He passed away in December. I loved him very much.
This is the sections I just love because you can hear all the birds. Oh, you're so cute. Oh my goodness, you're so cute.
Well, it's the end of the day, and there are varying degrees of tiredness on the Camino right now.
It's a bit bizarre though, because the sun is up in the sky. By us, if I follow the sun, this would be like 1 o'clock, but it's almost 6 o'clock. So I always feel a little bit off. So kind of like can't follow the sun for time.
This is kind of the most pilgrims we've been around today, right? Maybe not? I don't know. Kind of goes off and on. I tell you, there were a lot at rest stops, though.
Well, we had a fun time watching a bunch of people drinking and dancing, and then the next rest stop, they're all like sleeping on the grass.
How are we doing?
Pretty good, yeah. I wasn't sure I was gonna do okay today, but I'm doing good.
What time is it?
It's 6:30, and somehow we missed the town we were gonna stop in. And so we're kind of going to the next one, and it's gonna be a long day, but we were feeling pretty good. So,
Yeah, we'll have a shorter day tomorrow. But we're tired, we're tired.
We didn't see it. It was like we totally missed it.
Yeah. We were going to stop at O Pedrouzo, which is the traditional starting point for the last stage to Santiago. But we missed it. So
I took a picture of a nice mural there, but like we didn't see anything.
yeah.
So anyway, it's nice because we have the whole Camino to ourselves now, and it's nice and peaceful. And yeah, we'll see where we go. Tomorrow is our last day. It's kind of hard to believe that we're finishing. We've been asking some people along the way, what inspired you to come on the Camino? And for me, it was to have some time in nature and kind of recalibrate the nervous system and let go of some baggage that I don't really want to be carrying. So I'd say it's a spiritual journey, and I have so much gratitude for having health, for being able to do this, for all that I have, and knowing that so many people are suffering. And so I really have nothing to complain about. To all you out there who may have some health issues and think you can't do it, you see Steve up there ahead. We're almost done walking. We've been walking an average 16, 18 miles a day. 1 year ago, he couldn't even get out of bed after his heart attack. He spent a month in the hospital, then had to go through it again to have surgery. And even standing up was difficult. His blood pressure would drop, and the body heals. So it's pretty amazing to see that, and I just have so much gratitude to see how incredibly strong he is now. So you can do it too.
Well, we didn't expect to walk all the way to Amanal, but here we are at 7:20 p.m. after walking 16 miles. I was reluctant to share my story, but I hope it gave some of you who are recovering from health challenges some confidence in training for your Camino. In our next video, we start in Amanal and we end our time on the Camino in Santiago de Compostela. Thanks for watching. Please click the like button and consider subscribing. Buen Camino.